So I found this book called The Mandala Book, and it's by Lori Bailey Cunningham, and the subtitle here is Patterns of the Universe. It is a beautiful book with all of these awesome pictures of circles. So I'm gonna just, you see I have a whole bunch of pages tabbed that I liked because it's a really, really big book, bigger than what we could get through here. And I'm gonna flip to the first page here, and it says, what is a mandala? The term used for the circular pattern that describes the images and concepts in this book is mandala, an ancient Sanskrit word which literally defined means circle. Both words, mandala and circle, are used throughout this book. Another description of a mandala is used by the Tibetan Buddhists, as described by Kennard Lipman and Merrill Peterson in their translation of Longchepa's book, You Are the Eyes of the World. It will serve as our guide in this book, and it says, for that translation, an integrated structure organized around a unifying center. So if you look, here's a unifying center, so there's the one thing in the center, and then the structure organized around the center of that circle. So when I look at all these pictures that I found this. This is a sundial made at obviously a beach with some rocks and a feather. Let's see here. Oh, I liked this one too. This one was just a leaf on a stone. And then this is a gesture of discussion and transmissions of Buddhist teaching. That's what that little sign is. And I saw all these beautiful things here. So you see there's an onion, and there's an emerald swallowtail butterfly. Oh, right there. A globe thistle. Details of an empty hornet's nest. So an unfurling fern tip. That's actually the one of the plants that I'm following in my 4-week observation. An egg. I liked that one. But there's the unifying center is the yolk, and everything's organized around it. This is a solar eclipse. This is actually a magnification of a stem of a plant. This is the underside of a mushroom. I liked this peacock's feather. So you see there's that circle there on the tip of the peacock's feather. This is a crystallized vitamin C taken with a light micrograph. That's kind of cool. This is a geode. This is the rings of a pine tree. So we've seen that in our classroom. And then the last one, I really liked this, and this one was a macro shot of a leaf showing the branching patterns. So today's artwork was inspired by this idea of creating circles and having a unifying theme in the center of the circle. So having something in the center and then building out around that on our canvas. So we're gonna have some fun. Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad you're here with me today. So we had terrible storms last night, and I went for a walk early this morning, and sadly, on our church property, we lost a really big branch from an ornamental pear tree, and the pear tree it's in bloom right now. It's all these white flowers, beautiful tree, and it was sad because there were so many of these beautiful flowers on the ground that will obviously just die. They can't be replanted. So I thought that I would take them and try to make some beautiful artwork using something
that got destroyed, which made me sad. So I wanted to make myself happy again. So I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna use my black walnuts, remember, that I collected. I also found some Japanese maple seeds. I found some pine needles. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to create the artwork on this table here and use this as my canvas and kind of see what I can come up with. So if you have found nature objects too, that might be something fun that you could do. When I was exploring in the woods the other day, I came across this antler that a deer had shed, and I thought it was kind of cool. It's up in my backyard. So I'm gonna make this the centerpiece of my art, only because I only have one and it's kind of neat. So I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna place it right in the center of my artwork. And then I thought I would take some of these pine needles and place them around it. And right now, just putting my finishing touches on my artwork here. And the sun's trying to come out, and the birds are chirping. There's no more rain right now, so I'm really excited about this. And again, as I look at it, I might want to change some things. I might want to add a couple little teeny tiny flowers there in the center. I don't know. So anyway, so my artwork is done for now, but it's ever evolving. If I find more things in the yard and in the woods, I might want to add that as well. So there's just so many things you can do with this. And if you create it in a place where you can leave it for a little while, then that's great. If not, then you can just clean it up and compost all of these natural products and you're good to go. Thanks for joining me.